Poon Lim Bem is a Chinese sailor who survived 133 days alone in the South Atlantic. Lim worked as a second flight attendant on board SS Ben Lomond. The ship he was at, U-172, was sunk on 23 November 1942. He soon found a wooden raft, 240 centimeters long, with him, and he got some supplies to survive in the middle of the sea. Want to know about it in detail? Well, stay tuned till the end. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will talk about the man who survived 133 lost at sea on a life raft. Meanwhile, subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. That being done, let's start with a little introduction. On April 5, 1943, Lim was rescued by 3 Brazilian fishermen near the Brazilian coast. After returning to the UK, Lim was awarded the Order of the British Empire by King George VI. After the war, Lim immigrated to the US. Lim was born on the Chinese island of Hainan on March 8, 1918. In 1942, during World War II, he served as the second foreman on the British armed merchant ship SS Ben Lomond en route to the Cape Town to Paramaribo and New York. The ship is armed but moves slowly and travels alone instead of in groups. On 23 November, the German submarine U-172 intercepted and attacked the Ben Lomond with 2 torpedoes about 750 miles from Belém, Brazil, to the east, where Lim finally landed. The ship sank 400 kilometers south of the nearest land, but currents carried it west to Belém. As the ship sank, he grabbed a life jacket and jumped on board before the ship's boiler exploded. Ben Lomond sank in about 2 minutes, allowing only 6 survivors, including Lim, to leave the ship. After about 2 hours in the water, Lim found and climbed onto a wooden raft. The raft contained several tins of cookies, a 40-liter water bottle, chocolate, a bag of sugar, flares, 2 smoke bombs, and a flashlight. Lim ended up being the sole survivor of the shipwreck. 53 of 54 crew members were lost at sea, including Captain John Mall, 44 crewmen, and 8 gunners. Lim initially kept herself alive by drinking water and eating food on the raft, but later resorted to fishing and collecting rainwater in a canvas life jacket. He cannot swim very well and often ties a rope from a boat to his wrist in case he falls into the sea. He took a thread from a flashlight and made a hook from it, and used hemp rope as a fishing line. He also plucked a nail from the plank of the wooden craft and bent it into a hook to catch larger fish. When he caught a fish, he used a knife made from a cookie box and dried it on a hemp rope above the raft. Once a big storm hit the fish and contaminated his water. Lim, barely alive, captured a bird and drank its blood to survive. In some cases, it was overtaken by other ships. The first was an unidentified freighter whose crew saw it but didn't pick it up or even greet it despite it shouting fluently in English. Lim insists that they will not rescue him because he is Asian, and they can assume he is a Japanese sailor in distress, although another explanation is that German U-boats often booked a survivor onto a raft as a trap to retrieve him. Rescue ships. Don't turn it into a duck that sits down. A squadron of U.S. Navy patrol seaplanes saw it, and one of them dropped a signal buoy into the water. Unfortunately for Lim, a big storm hit the area and at the same time, and he got lost again. It was also spotted once by a German U-boat conducting drills targeting gulls. At first, he counted the days by tying knots to a string, but then decided it was useless to count the days and just started counting the full moons. On April 5, 1943, after 133 days in a life raft, Lim approached land at an estuary. A few days earlier, he realized that he was approaching land because the color of the water had changed. It was not a deep ocean blue anymore. 3 Brazilian fishermen rescued him and brought him to Belém 3 days later. So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, make sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.